Hello, good morning, everyone. I am happy today to share a little bit of time with you. It's the full moon this evening, and I just had the inspiration this morning when I was doing my morning routine and getting set for the day to just come live and do a short guided meditation for you, for just using the power of this time, the power of the full moon to release some energy. And also I was reading up on the energy of this particular full moon, and there's a lot of astrologers talking about this particular full moon as a time for calling in abundance and prosperity and things like that. So it's a really powerful time. Full moons usually are, and it sounds like this is a really particularly potent full moon, especially for things like abundance in your life. So I want to just guide you through a little practice, a little bit of time to go inward, and just make sure you have maybe 5-10 minutes to just listen to this undisturbed. And so let's just kind of begin by just closing your eyes if you're able to do that where you are, and take a few nice, deep, relaxed breaths. So just being present, taking in some breaths. And just begin by, as you take those deep breaths, just kind of tuning into your body, becoming fully present. You can even imagine just kind of this wave of relaxation beginning to just wash over you, starting at your head. Sometimes I visualize it as like a nice warm blanket, or like something kind of warm dripping down over me. And I can feel that wave of relaxation starting at the top of my head. So feel that. And feeling it just washing down into your face, over your shoulders, into your arms. Feel that wave of relaxation through your chest, in your upper back, into the belly and the mid-back, down into the pelvis and the hips. Just feeling that wave of relaxation washing now into the lower body, into your legs, all the way down, flowing down into your ankles and into your feet. Beautiful. Taking a few nice deep breaths just in this relaxed state. And as you take a nice few relaxed deep breaths here, just begin to call attention, call to mind anything that you are ready to release. Tapping into the energy of the full moon for releasing, and think about what no longer serves you that you feel ready to let go of today. And just take a few moments. I'm going to give you a little space to just think of those things. And as you think of those things, thank them for whatever they taught you, for however they've served you up until this point. And then set your intention to just release them now, whatever no longer serves you. I'm letting go of this now. Maybe use your breath to help with that release. Take a nice deep inhale. And with your exhale, you can even imagine just blowing that out. You can exhale out through your mouth. Let go. Maybe there's emotion that's there. Maybe there's old beliefs or patterns in your life. Just releasing those things now with your breath and your intention. Beautiful. Notice if you go into any resistance, if your mind comes into the space of saying, no, I'm not ready to let go of this now. I'm not ready. Thank your mind for doing its job of trying to protect you, and say, it's okay. It's okay to let go of this now. I'm letting go of what no longer serves me, to make space. To make space for new things, for things that serve me now in my life. And it's safe. That's all the brain is trying to do most of the time when we jump into fear, when we jump into stories, is the brain is just trying to protect you. So just set that intention. And if your brain goes into any resistance, that you're just letting go of that. And just take another few deep breaths, just focused on the releasing that's happening, releasing what's no longer serving you, what you no longer need, and even asking the energy of the moon to just support you in that. And now just thinking of any intentions for what you're calling in, what you'd like to replace what you're releasing with. So as I mentioned at the beginning, this particular full moon is a potential time to connect with abundance in our lives. So that might be a good seed to think of planting as you're clearing other things. What would that look like? And just take a few minutes as you're setting the intention for what you're calling in to just visualize what that looks like. Our brains don't know the difference. Our brains don't know the difference between what we imagine and what's actually happening. So just whatever you want to plant your intention in that seed with this time of the full moon, visualize it. What does your day look like with that as your reality? Beautiful. Taking just a few moments. I'm just holding space for you to visualize that. Calling in what you do want. And again, if your mind goes into stories and into, you can't possibly have that, that's not possible for you, as somebody else can have that. You've got this reason you can't have it, or that reason you can't have it. Again, thank your mind for trying to be helpful. That's all it's usually trying to do, but it's often not that helpful when it does that. So thank it and say, it's okay, I've got this. I'm calling this in to me now. Just allow that. Allow yourself to sit for a moment in that energy of knowing that what you are calling in and what you are intending is possible for you. And believe that with your whole being if you can. And just take a few more breaths here. Beautiful. You're all just holding space for your releasing and for your calling in with the energy of this moon. And as we come to the close of this, and if you joined a little late, feel free to go back and listen to the full meditation. I'd like to close by just doing a simple technique that just helps to ground the energy, helps to bring you back into your body. So just taking a few breaths if your eyes have been closed, allowing yourself to gently, when you're ready, open your eyes, because you'll need to be able to see what it is that I'm going to do. So just come back into your body, open your eyes, and we're going to do something called the Cortices technique, which is something we use in Body Talk. And it's just going to take about a minute to do. So if you've never done it before, I'll guide you. If you do know it, you can just come along with me. So you're going to hold the back of your head kind of just above where your neck and your skull meet. Your other hand's going to tap lightly over the top of your head. And you want your fingers spread kind of nice and wide. Nice deep inhale. Nice deep exhale. Moving down with that hand that's tapping over your heart. Take a deep breath. And then tapping over your belly as well. So you can't see, but I'm tapping basically over my navel. And a deep breath there. This hand that's on the back of the head, you're going to move it up. And you're going to do the same thing. So I'll take a deep breath, tapping over the head. Tapping over the heart. And tapping over the belly. And the breath is very important as we do this technique, so make sure you're doing it. You're covering the next portion, which often comes towards the top of the head. You can tap over the top of your hand. Deep breath. tapping over the heart, and tapping over your belly. Okay, you're going to come to the next portion and tapping. Tapping over the heart. And just feel yourself grounding into your intentions, taking a tapping over your belly. And then just making sure your last position, you may have come to this already depending on how big your hands are, but last position, hands in line with the eyebrows. Deep breaths. And tapping over the belly. And lastly, we hold the sides of the head just above the ears. So not on top of your ears, but above. And you'll take one hand and release and tap. You may yawn as you do this. You may have been yawning. That's a natural processing and releasing. Surprised I haven't yawned because I'm usually a big yawner, but today I haven't. And just sealing it with just coming back to the side of the head. And just relax your hands for a moment. Just take a moment, especially if you've never done this technique, but even if you have, to just notice how you feel. You may feel more grounded, more awake, more present. So just notice what you notice. No expectations. So as we're coming to the close of this guided meditation and time for setting a little bit of intention with the new moon, I thank you for joining me and taking a little bit of time for you in your day. If you feel like you'd like to type a comment in terms of your intention, what you want to release, or what you're calling in, feel free to use the comments. Sometimes it can be powerful to amplify with putting a comment, but there's no obligation for you to share if you just want to keep that to yourself as well. So thank you for watching, and I hope this was of benefit to you. Feel free to share it out if you know some other people who might want to tap into the energy of the full moon today. And I hope you have a wonderful day and get to enjoy the moon. I'm hoping maybe it'll be a little clear tonight and we all can see the beauty of it. It was gorgeous last night at almost full. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you all soon. Take care.